Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Arjun Chowdhury. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Friday, the 19th of February. Nepal Prime Minister arrives in India for a 6-day visit to boost ties. Pakistan lodges FIR against Pathankot attacks perpetrators. And now for all the details. Pakistan on Friday registered an FIR against the alleged attackers of the Pathankot air base in northern India and their abettors. 7 Indian soldiers were killed when militants believed to have come from Pakistan attacked the air base last month in a 4-day siege.
The Counter-Terrorism Department in Punjab province of Pakistan launched the FIR against Pathankot attackers and facilitators, a move that records the first official acknowledgement in the country that the attack was executed from Pakistani soil. A formal investigation has been launched and a joint investigation team will probe the attack, authorities said. They added that the FIR was registered on basis of initial evidences provided by India and further actions will be taken once more evidences are uncovered. This comes just a day after Indian Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar charged Pakistan of not being serious about the Pathankot probe. India alleges that the Pathankot attack was carried out by militants belonging to Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed outfit and had asked Islamabad to take prompt action against the group. The attack has also cast a shadow on the prospect of India-Pakistan peace talks.
An independent commission to oversee functioning of the National Accountability Bureau or NAB could soon be formed in Pakistan. The report comes following Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's unusual flare-up against the Anti-Graft Bureau.
Pakistan's PMLN government is mulling on forming an independent commission to check misuse of power by NAB officials. A PMLN leader said the measure would be taken after a broader political consensus. The commission would be an independent one and is likely to be headed by a former Chief Justice of Supreme Court, he added. The top corruption watchdog recently faced the ire of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif for apparently harassing government officers while investigating corruption cases. The Bureau had also hinted on carrying out thorough investigation on some government-run projects. Opposition parties have reacted sharply to the Prime Minister's allegation, saying NAB is an independent institute and Sharif has interfered in the underhearing cases, although the organization is acting against corrupt individuals.
Almost a week after former Afghan Governor Saeed Fazlullah Wahidi went missing in Islamabad, President Ashraf Ghani has urged the Pakistani authorities to recover him. Ghani, while meeting the family members of the missing governor, assured that the Afghan government was in contact with its counterparts in Pakistan to trace Wahidi. Wahidi was a national leader, a member of the civil society and a government official. And we will try our best to recover him and reunite him with his family. A statement quoted President Ghani as saying on Thursday. The ex-governor was abducted by unknown gunmen in Islamabad last week. He, along with his family, was visiting Pakistan's capital to acquire visas to UK from the British Embassy. Pakistani intelligence is funding Taliban chief Mullah Akhtar Mansoor, a splinter group of Taliban has claimed. The new faction says it will wage war against foreign-funded groups.
The cracks within Taliban continue to become wider as more and more splinter groups are mushrooming and questioning Mullah Akhtar Mansoor's leadership. This time, a new faction emerged in the Paktika province of Afghanistan and claimed that they had split from the main group as its chief Mansoor is working on the directions of Pakistani intelligence who are funding him. The leader of the newly formed group, Mullah Obidullah Hunar, vowed to conduct jihad against groups funded by Pakistan intelligence. I will not become a Pakistan slave, and I will not let my tribe become one either. I do not accept such talibs who are funded by Pakistan and get their orders from Islamabad, he said. Splits into the Taliban started appearing after the confirmation of the death of longtime Taliban leader Mullah Omar. Mullah Akhtar Mansoor was announced as his successor, but many Talibanis have refused to pledge allegiance to him and formed a number of factions.
After lifting ban on death penalty to decrease militancy, Pakistan has been ranked third in 2015 for carrying out executions. However, human rights bodies in its report state that only 1 in 10 convicts who were executed were linked to militancy. A report.
Pakistan has carried out 324 executions in 2015, thus ranking third worldwide in terms of executions after China and Iran, two rights groups have said in a report. Pakistan had lifted the moratorium on death penalty in 2014 as a measure to deter militancy after the gruesome attack on Peshawar school, in which 134 people, mostly students, were killed. However, according to a report by an international human rights body named Reprieve and Justice Project Pakistan, only 39 convicts guilty of crimes linked to militancy have been executed in Pakistan. The human rights bodies claim that juveniles, mentally ill prisoners and prisoners who had not received fair trials were among those sent to the gallows last year.
Nepal Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli on Friday arrived in India on a 6-day official visit. This is his maiden foreign trip after taking charge. During his stay, Prime Minister Oli will hold extensive talks with the Indian leadership, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Indian President Pranab Mukherjee on various bilateral issues. Both sides are expected to sign a number of agreements. India and Nepal have been sharing warm and cordial relations for a very long time. India has had monopoly in supplying essential supplies to Nepal. However, the recent blockade at the Indo-Nepal trade points by Nepal's ethnic Madhesi group had strained the ties. Prime Minister Oli's visit is seen as crucial in rebooting ties between the two countries. Apart from hosting thousands of tourists, the breathtaking Kashmir Valley in northern India also plays host to as much number of migratory birds. After relying on less formal counts in previous years, the wildlife authorities have now adopted scientific method for counting the birds.
Hundreds of volunteers have spread across the Kashmir Valley in India for a meticulous counting of the migratory water birds. The marshes and wetlands attract birds migrating from as far as Europe and Japan. Exotic birds like mallards, grey-legged geese, gadwals, teals, shovelers, pochards and coots are among the birds visiting valley. This is the second such exercise in the valley. Last year's census counted over 500,000 water birds visiting 13 wetlands in Kashmir. This year's exercise has been extended to 21 wetlands.
इनको ओरिएंटेशन सेशंस कंडक्ट किया है, जिसमें हमने एक तो नेसेसरी जो इंस्ट्रक्शंस है हाउ टू कंडक्ट दिस सेंस ऑफ द बर्ड्स वो हमने दे दिया, मेथोडोलॉजी के बारे में हमने उनको बता दिया और ताकि हम उनको सेंसिटाइज कर दिए इसके बारे में सो दैट वी कैन गेट द करेक्ट डेटा.
Apart from getting the bird count, the exercise will monitor the number of each species on annual basis and assess the status and condition of wetlands. It will also help in reviving interest in birds and wetlands.
हमारा ये प्रोग्राम जो रखा है इसलिए कि लोगों को भी ये समझ आए कि ये कितना ज़रूरी है. जो यहाँ पर जो हमारे ये वेटलैंड्स है इनको संभालना या इनके साथ मतलब ये इन बर्ड्स के साथ प्यार मोहब्बत से पेश आना है. ये मेहमान परिंदे भी इनको हम कहते हैं.
The exercise is titled Asian Water Bird Census as part of a global water bird program, the International Water Bird Census. Volunteers have used latest binoculars and gadgets for the exercise. The new census report will be released at the end of this month.
Bollywood and television in India took to fashion ramp for a noble cause. They sashayed down the runway at an event in Mumbai to promote womanhood and raise voice over crime against women. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Nepal Prime Minister arrives in India for 6-day visit to boost ties. Pakistan lodges FIR against Pathankot attacks perpetrators. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time next week. Have a great weekend and good night.